What's up nerds, I'm a Renegade Cactus, but you can call me whatever you want. Welcome back to another TCG opening of Magic the Gathering. This time it's gonna be a little bit special, because this is, as some would say, just a Deckbuilder's Toolkit. I'm gonna show you what's gonna be in it. There are gonna be 4 15-card booster packs from recent series, 100 basic land cards, that's the main reason why I bought this thing, 1 Deckbuilder's Guide, I don't really care for that, 125 cards from recent sets, so I'm guessing common and uncommon, maybe, or maybe just common, I don't know. And the reusable card storage box, which is this box basically. So yeah, there are 4 boosters, but all in all there won't be much surprise in here. But I also got a Core 21 bundle with 10 boosters, and I'm gonna show you what's in here. Alternative Art Premium Foil Pack Leader card, nice. 20 Premium Foil and 20 regular basic lands, because why not? 10 15-card Core Set 21 booster packs, 2 reference cards, Core Set card box, which is this once again, and a special oversized spin down live counter. I'm gonna open both packs first, and we're gonna keep the boosters for last, basically. So yeah, since I'm back into Magic the Gathering, I thought I do have a ton of old mana, though they are not in great shape, because everything below rare cards I never really sleeved, except for decks, because as a kid I hated how it felt when they were sleeved, which is stupid because I mean I don't have any too amazingly valuable cards from back then. But they would have been worth a bit more. It's just a separator. Alright, here we got Theros Beyond Death, Throne of Eldraine, great. Core Set 2020, okay, and War of the Spark. That's cool, I'm gonna open them somehow in this order later on. So 4 booster packs in this case. And here we should have the different, oh wow! Okay, that's a cool thing. There are actually rares in there. Interesting. I mean, I'm gonna open them all up, and like most of them will only be, or only under, like quotation, quote unquote, lands. Ooh, but special lands as well. I like that. I did not know that. I thought it were just regular lands. Huh. Heraldic Banner. Bronze Sword, Jousting Dummy, Traveler's Amulet, Sparring Veteran. Oh, common, uncommon. That's pretty awesome. I thought there were only like common cards because, I mean, it's just a deck builder's thingamajig where you just get the main things so that you could buy a deck or build a deck, and that's pretty much it. But I like that. I like, ooh, Sir Farron the Henge Hammer. That's awesome. We're gonna keep that for later because there is a rare. Maybe it's the only one, I don't know. But like I said, that's pretty cool. I did not know that it would... okay, there is the part that is supposed to... Yeah, okay, we're gonna have to be a bit more violent. I won't go through these cards in detail, because with the Eldraine cards I have most of them already. I just wanna get through them. Because like the main reason in here is the booster packs, or although the main reason for me to buy that was the lands, so that I have some new lands that I will just use. Fairy Vandal is that? No. There is one fairy card that is worth actually quite a bit, especially if you get it in the alternate card art. It was not the Fairy Vandal, because that would be strange if that one was worth quite a lot when you get it in pretty much every of these packs. But I don't know, there was some card that was technically worth quite a while. No idea what it was. Doesn't really matter to me right now. Throw away everything. Okay. Blossoming Sand, Swarm, Islands. Like I said, it's mainly for the lands, because I just wanted some new ones in order to build some more decks. because I really want to start building decks again. I probably won't show them anywhere. Oh, that's great. That guy I already have like twice. And that one is really good. So I don't mind one bit that I got it again. Yeah, that's interesting. I thought they would separate, like here you got blue lands, red lands, green lands, etc. I have not counted, but I'm guessing it's like the same amount of each color. All creatures able to block Tree Shaker Chimera do so. When Tree Shaker Chimera dies, draw 3 cards. Well, that's pretty awesome. Oh my goodness, more rare cards. Terror of Mount Velus. Flying Double Strike. When Terror of Mount Velus enters the battlefield, creatures you control gain Double Strike until end of turn. Demon of Loathing. Flying Trample. Whenever a Demon of Loathing deals combat damage to a player, that player sacrifices a creature. Damn. Serpent of Yawning Depths. Krakens, Leviathans, Octopuses, and Serpents you control can't be blocked except by Krakens, Leviathans, Octopuses, and Serpents. Ooh. Victory Envoy. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a 1/1 counter on each other creature you control. Holy shit. Now there are some cards that say like whenever you put a counter on something, put another one of that same counter on it. So that in combination with this card, damn. That would be pretty interesting. Nordic Sprite, such a great card art. I love magic cards. I say it time and times again. I freaking love it. Mountains, I love mountains. Memory Theft, Reef Soul, yada yada. Like I said, these are just common and uncommon cards, which are still amazing. And since I plan on organizing all of my magic cards anyway, it's actually not bad to get more. I mean, it is, kind of, but it kind of isn't. You know what I mean? Okay, so we got 5 rares. Probably not worth shit because you get them from these packs and they are not very expensive. I think, what was it? Like 20 bucks for this pack, for this whole thing? Which even in terms of boosters already got the worth. And like, what was it, 100? 100 lands or 200 lands, each land being like, if you buy it single in, at least around here, you pay, I think it was 10 cents per land. So even with that, this pack has enormous amounts of value in terms of playing. I like that. So we got the boosters, but we're gonna keep them for later. First, we're gonna open the core set. If I remember correctly, the guy up front is Teferi, and I would love to pull Teferi full art, foil, whatever, would be great. If not, I won't be mad. I won't mind it. Just saying, I will not mind it. Oh wow! Oh wow! Okay, interesting. What do we have here? That is just a card box. Cardboard card box. I mean, okay. it is, what the heck? Oh, you can put them in here standing, but you can't close it. That's kind of strange. This though, these boxes I really like. They are great. They are sturdy. That's pretty cool. Okay, we got 10 core set boosters and quite a few other cards. And ooh, supersized die. That's great. I like it. This, ooh, it's a divider. That's actually pretty cool. I'm gonna put that to the side for now. All right. I like that. We got these two, how to cast spells on your turn. Oh, that's cool. You see the phases. That's actually a useful card for beginners. All right. Come on, where to open here? All right. Let's see what cards are here. We got the Pack Leader. Other dogs you control get +1/+1. Whenever pack leader attacks, prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn to dogs you control. Holy shit, that is actually pretty good. Planes, oh my goodness, look at those beautiful cards. Special alternate arts. God, they look so cute. It's so great. And foiled lands. Oh, more of them. Love it. Like, I don't really care for foiled lands, because lands I just want a bulk to have if I ever plan to build a deck again. But they just look beautiful. It's just so great. So I will sleeve those later on, because for now, like, we are here for something else. We are here for the booster packs. And I think, wait, if we were to do I think we're gonna just start with all the core 2021 packs and then the 4 special boosters. Because once again, I'm not looking for value out of this. I'm not looking to get specific cards in order to sell them. Though if I get some that are actually a decent value, I will try to sell them. But these are just for me to open just because I want to. Soldier token. And I mean, if I wanted to go for value, core set would not be in any way my choice, my set of choice. Okay, return to nature. Choose one. Destroy target artifact, destroy target enchantment, exile target card from a graveyard. Not bad. Burn bright. Creatures you control get +2/+0 until end of turn. Counter target spell. Always great. Walking corpse. Life goes on. You gain 4 life. If a creature died this turn, you gain 8 life instead. Damn! Crash through. Creatures you control gain trample until end of turn. Draw a card. Swift response. Destroy target tapped creature. Staunch Shieldmate. 1 mana, 1/3. Ooh, Liliana Steward. Sacrifice Liliana Steward. Target opponent discards a card. Activate this ability only anytime you could cast a sorcery. Turret Ogre. Reach. When Turret Ogre enters the battlefield, if you control another creature with power 4 or greater, Turret Ogre deals 2 damage to each opponent. Tide Skimmer Flying. Whenever you attack with 2 or more creatures with flying, draw a card. Sanctum of Shattered Heights. Discard a land card. Discard a land card or shrine card. Sanctum of Shattered Heights deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker, where X is the number of shrines you control. Wildwood Scourge. Creature Hydra. Wildwood Scourge enters the battlefield with X 1/1 counters on it. Whenever 1 or more 1/1 counters are put on another non-Hydra creature you control, put a 1/1 counter on Wildwood Scourge. Wow. Ooh, Baneslayer Angel. Flying, first strike, lifelink, protection from demons and from dragons. 5 mana, 5/5. Awesome. And a land card. That is actually really awesome. Angel decks are kind of rare, but damn, they can pack a punch. Where do I put everything here? Good thing that I more or less recently bought a new desk, and that is a bit bigger than my old desk, because I wouldn't know where to put everything from here. Ooh, zombie. And technically we should have a land down here, yeah. Read the Tides. Choose one. Draw 3 cards. Return up to 2 target creatures to their owner's hands. Masked Blackguard. Flash. Masked Blackguard gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Nice. Truffle Snout. Oh, this is cute. Oh, this is cute. When Truffle Snout enters the battlefield, choose one. Put a 1/1 counter on Truffle Snout, or you gain 4 life. Wow. Bone Pit Brood. Menace, and when Bone Pit Brood enters the battlefield, target creature gets +4/+0 until end of turn. Rookie Mistake. Until end of turn, target creature gets +0/+2, and another target creature gets -2/-0. Poof. Alchemist's Gift. Target creatures gets +1/+1 and gains your choice of Death Touch or Lifelink until end of turn. Defiant Strike. Target creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Draw a card. Flying. When Skyscanner enters the battlefield, draw a card. 3 mana, 1/1 flying. I mean, you can draw a card, but Target creature gets -4/-4 until end of turn. Wow. Tormod's Crypt. Sacrifice Tormod's Crypt. Exile all cards from target player's graveyard. Oh! You know, I have a mill deck where you just let the enemy throw away all their cards into the graveyard. That would be pretty interesting with that. Battle Rattle Shaman. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may have target creature get +2/+0 until end of turn. Witch's Cauldron. Sacrifice a creature, you gain 1 life and draw a card. Sanctum of All. Oh. Sanctum of All. 1 mana of every color. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may search your library and or graveyard for a shrine card and put it onto the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle it. If an ability of another shrine you control triggers while you control 6 or more shrines, that ability triggers an additional time. Huh! I never played with shrines, but that's cool. And, foiled rare. Brash Taunter. Indestructible. Whenever Brash Taunter is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to target opponent. Brash Taunter fights another target creature. Wow, that is actually pretty good because, I mean, you could fight a 10/10 and it would die, but it would deal 10 damage to another target. You could even, like, shoot the damage to enemy player or whatever. That's cool. Next one. Ah, God, I love it. I love it so much. I should not enjoy it this much, but I do. Got a Griffin. And we got Scoured Barrens. So, if I saw that correctly, in the last pack, we got a foiled card, and that was behind the rare, but before the mana or the land card. So that's pretty cool. Gnarled Sage, Reach, always great. As long as you've drawn 2 or more cards this turn, Gnarled Sage gets +0/+2 and has Vigilance. I think that was out of the Throne of Eldraine thing. Oh, Furor of the Bitten. Enchant creature, and then the creature gets +2/+2 and attacks each combat if able. Run afoul. Target opponent sacrifices a creature with flying. Bam. Opt. Scry 1 and draw a card. That's always great. Sanguine Indulgence. This spell costs 3 less to cast if you've gained 3 or more life this turn. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Bam. Ornery Dilophosaur. Death Touch. Whenever Ornery Dilophosaur attacks you, if you control a creature with power 4 or greater, Ornery Dilophosaur gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Makeshift Battalion. Whenever Makeshift Battalion and at least 2 other creatures attack, put a +1/+1 counter on Makeshift Battalion. Frostbreath. Tap up to 2 target creatures. Those creatures don't untap during their controller's next untap step. Garruk's Gorehorn. I love Garruk cards, I love Garruk, and this one is a beauty. 5 mana, 7/3. It's decent. Valorous Steed. Vigilance. When Valorous Steed enters the battlefield, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with Vigilance. Reign of Revelation. Draw 3 cards, then discard a card. Silver Smote Ghoul. At the beginning of your end step, if you gain 3 or more life this turn, return Silver Smote Ghoul from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Sacrifice Silver Smote Ghoul, draw a card. That is actually very useful. Kyrian Dryad. Whenever you cast a spell that's white, blue, black, or red, put a +1/+1 counter on Kyrian Dryad. What? so everything that's not green. And Feline Sovereign. Other cats you control get +1/+1 and have protection from dogs. Whenever 1 or more cats you control deal combat damage to a player, destroy up to 1 target artifact or enchantment that player controls. Dogs back, cats lay claim. I can attest to that. Sip of water. Because this is not the only the only opening that I did today, so my voice is kinda gone. After this, I will have to do to take a long break and maybe later on record something else. Because I should record some let's plays as well. Pirate. Ooh, pirate. Haven't seen pirates in ages. We got Tranquil Cove, Igneous Cur, Elemental Dog. Igneous Cur gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Not bad. Wish Coin Crab. I love the quote. What wishes do they grant? Mostly pinching related ones. Makes sense. Silent Dart. Sacrifice Silent Dart. It deals 3 damage to target creature. Theros. Target opponent reveals their hand. You choose a non-creature, non-land card from it. That player discards that card. Truffle Snout. Goblin Wizardry. Create 2 1/1 red Goblin Wizard creature token with Prowess. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, they get +1/+1 until end of turn. Huh. Didn't know that skill. Shock. Shock deals 2 damage to any target. Awesome card. Short Sword. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Celestial Enforcer. Tap target creature. Activate this ability only if you control a creature with flying. Roaming Ghostlight. Flying. When a Roaming Ghostlight enters the battlefield, return up to 1 target non-spirit creature to its owner's hand. Tempered Veteran. Put a 1/1 counter on a target creature with a 1/1 counter on it, and put a 1/1 counter on target creature. Oh. Alpine Houndmaster. When Alpine Houndmaster enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a card named Alpine Watchdog, or a card named Igneous Cur, which we got. Reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle the library. Whenever Alpine Houndmaster attacks, it gets +X/+0 until end of turn, where X is the number of other attacking creatures. Wow. Volcanic Gazer deals X damage to any target. And Solemn Simulacrum. When Solemn Simulacrum enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, put that card onto the battlefield tapped, then shuffle your library. When Solemn Simulacrum dies, you may draw a card. That is useful. Like mana gain and or at least land gain and drawing a card, and you get a creature. That's pretty dang decent. 4 mana, but still, that's pretty good. Ah, it's a forest. Keen Guildmaster. Target creature against flying until end of turn. Track down. Scry 3, then reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature or a land card, draw a card. Nice. Alchemist's Gift. Drowsing Tyrannodon. It's drowsy. Defender, this creature cannot attack. As long as you control a creature with power 4 or greater, Drowsing Tyrannodon can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Interesting. Tome Anima. Tome Anima can't be blocked as long as you have drawn 2 or more cards this turn. Oh, that's awesome. Village Rites. As an additional cost to cast this spell, sacrifice a creature. Draw 2 cards. Liliana Stewart, we got that already. Alpine Watchdog. Oh my goodness, what a beauty. What a beauty. Hello? Can you focus, please? Yes. Oh, it's a beauty. Vigilance. That's it, but still, awesome. Spellgorger Weird. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, put a 1/1 counter on Spellgorger Weird. Okay. Secure the Scene. Exile target non-land permanent. Its controller creates a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Rewind. Counter target spell. Untap up to 4 lands. Holy shit! This card pays for itself. Carrion Grub. Carrion Grub gets +X/+0, where X is the greatest power among creature cards in your graveyard. When Carrion Grub enters the battlefield, mill 4 cards. Put the top 4 cards of your library into your graveyard. Interesting. Fierce Empath. Wait, isn't that one of the very, very old cards from Scorch or something? When Fierce Empath enters the battlefield, you may search your library for a creature card with converted mana cost 6 or greater. Reveal it and put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. Yeah, like, I don't know, 7th edition Scorch, something like that. I got this one from I don't know what old set. And Liliana's Standard Bearer. Flash, when Liliana's Standard Bearer enters the battlefield, draw X cards, where X is the number of creatures that died under your control this turn. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Not gonna lie. Alright, we're halfway through already. This is number 6, I think. Friday Night Magic. Beast. Bloodfell Caves. Citizen Training. Enchant creature you control. When the Citizen Training enters the battlefield, draw a card. Enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and has trample. Nice. Dub. I'm gonna get this dub. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 and has first strike and is a knight in addition to its other types. Nice. Because she dubs him a knight, but I mean, you're gonna get a dub with that card. Frantic Inventory. Draw a card, then draw cards equal to the number of cards named Frantic Inventory in your graveyard. Huh. That's awesome. Gloomsower. Whenever Gloomsower becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. 7 mana, 8/6. Interesting. Titanic Growth, a classic. Target creature gets +4/+4 until end of turn. Destructive Tampering. Choose one. Destroy target artifact or creatures without flying can't block this turn. Ooh. Gale Swooper. Flying. When Gale Swooper enters the battlefield, target creature gains flying until end of turn. Nice. Chandra's Magmat. Chandra's Magmat deals 1 damage to target player or planeswalker. Works. Concordia Pegasus. Flying. Finishing Blow. Destroy target creature or planeswalker. Hello. Unleash Fury. Double the power of target creature until end of turn. Nice. Experimental Overload. Create an XX blue and red weird creature token where X is the number of instant and sorcery cards in your graveyard. Then you may return an instant or sorcery card from a graveyard to your hand. Exile Experimental Overload. Wow. Faith's Fetters. Enchant permanent. When Faith's Fetters enters the battlefield, you gain 4 life. Enchanted permanent can't attack or block and its activated abilities can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. And Ghostly Pilferer. Whenever Ghostly Pilferer becomes untapped, you may pay 2. If you do, draw a card. Nice. Whenever an opponent casts a spell from anywhere other than their hand, draw a card. Okay. Discard a card. Ghostly Pilferer can't be blocked this turn. Interesting. Interesting card. He's Ghostly. And a Pilferer. Okay, this video is gonna be a little bit longer, but I mean, who cares, right? It's Magic. We love Magic. Ooh, it's a mountain, a beautiful one at that. Capture Sphere. Enchant creature enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature, doesn't untap. We already got that one from a different box. When Crypt Lurker enters the battlefield, you may sacrifice a creature or discard a creature card. If you do, draw a card. Colossal Dreadmaw. It's a dinosaur. Trample, 6/6. Hobble Fiend. Trample, sacrifice another creature, put a 1/1 counter on Hobble Fiend. Ooh, would love that in a, whatchamacallit, token deck. Whenever Library Larcenist attacks, draw a card. Infernal Scarring. Enchanted creature gets +2/+0 and has, when this creature dies, draw a card. Alpine Watchdog, Spellgorger Weird. Hunter's Edge. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Then that creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature you don't control. Awesome. Basri's Alkalite. Lifelink. When Basri's Alkalite enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on each of up to 2 other target creatures you control. That's nice. Siege Striker. Double Strike. Whenever Siege Striker attacks, you may untap any number of You may tap any number of untapped creatures you control. Siege Striker gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature tapped this way. Ooh. Sanctum of Calm Waters. It's a shrine. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you may draw X cards, where X is the number of shrines you control. If you do, discard a card. Wow. Chandra's Pyreling. Whenever a source you control deals non-combat damage to an opponent, Chandra's Pyreling gets +1/+0 and gains double strike until end of turn. And I'm not allergic to cats, I swear. 9 lives. Beautiful art. 3 mana enchantment Hexproof. If a source would deal damage to you, prevent that damage and put an incarnation counter on 9 lives. When there are 9 or more incarnation counters on 9 lives, exile it. When 9 lives leaves the battlefield, you lose the game. I mean, that's a great card if you're like down to 1 HP. But as soon as this card is gone, you lose? The thing is, if you could get rid of counters, that there are multiple cards that are like, hey, whatever permanent has counters, put another one of those counters on it. In this case, this would be bad, because you want as little counters as possible. So if the enemy plays it right, they can kill you pretty soon with this. Sap rolling! The things where I never knew what the heck they are, and still kinda don't know. Scoured Barrens. A Deathbloom Thalit. It's a fungus and it's ugly. When Deathbloom Thalit dies, create a 1/1 green sap rolling creature token. Ranger's Guile. Target creature you control gets +1/+1 and gains hexproof until end of turn. That's always great. Sure Strike. Target creature gets +3/+0 and gains first strike until end of turn. Lofty Denial. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 1. If you control a creature with flying, counter that spell unless its controller pays 4 instead. So without creatures with flying, that really doesn't help you that much, unless you play it when the enemy has no mana to tap. Got that one. Pride Malkin. When Pride Malkin enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Each creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it has trample. Pitchburn Devils. When Pitchburn Devil dies, it deals 3 damage to any target. Rousing Reed. Enchant creature. When Rousing Reed enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards, then discard a card. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 and has flying. Feat of Resistance. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. It gains protection from the color of your choice until end of turn. Destroy target creature or planeswalker with converted mana cost 3 or less. Fungal Rebirth. I love it. Return target permanent card from your graveyard to your hand. If a creature died this turn, create 2 1/1 green sap rolling creature tokens. Nice. Basri's Solidarity. It's if a creature died this turn. It's not if a creature you control died. Basri's Solidarity. Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control. And Veto. Thorn of the Dusk Rose. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Wow. Creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. Wow. And Frost Breath. Tap up to 2 target creatures. Veto, Thorn of the Dusk Rose. Pretty interesting. Especially in a black and white deck, where with white you get quite a lot of health, or quite a lot of life. So the more life you get, the more damage you deal to the enemy. That's pretty awesome. We got an angel, and we got an island, a beautiful one. Onek Ogre. 4/2 for 3 mana. Wall of Runes. Defender. When Wall of Runes enters the battlefield, scry 1. Fetid Imp. Flying Fetid Imp gains Death Touch until end of turn. Snare Spinner. Reach. When Snare Spinner blocks a creature with flying, Snare Spinner gets +2/+0 until end of turn. Wow! Goblin Arsonist. When Goblin Arsonist dies, you may have it deal 1 damage to any target. Rambunctious Mutt. Cute. When Rambunctious Mutt enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact or enchantment an opponent controls. Nice. Sabertooth Mauler. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died this turn, put a 1/1 counter on Sabertooth Mauler and untap it. Wow! Secure the Scene. Got it. Prismite. Add 1 mana of any color. Cost 2 for 1 mana, but it's of any color, so it can help in specific situations. When Chrome Replicator enters the battlefield, if you control 2 or more non-land, non-token permanents with the same name as one another, create a 4/4 colorless construct artifact creature token. Okay. Traitorous Greed. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. On top, target gains haste until end of turn. Add 2 mana of any one color. Huh. Enthralling Hold. Enchant creature, you can choose an untapped creature as this spell's target as you cast it. You control enchanted creature. And Scavenging Ooze. Scavenging Ooze. I know that one. I have that one from, I think, M12 or whatever. Exile target card from your graveyard. If it was a creature card, put a 1/1 counter on Scavenging Ooze and you gain 1 life. And Scavenging Ooze full art. That is awesome. What are the chances? What are the chances that I get both versions? Sadly non-foil, but still, I love it. It's, in my opinion, a great card. Especially since it's exile target card from a graveyard. So basically for like 7 green mana, you can exile 7 cards from an enemy's graveyard and just boost this thing by +7/+7. Like if it was your own graveyard, that would be one thing, but if it's a graveyard, that's just amazing. We got a Goblin Wizard. Stupid looking son of a bitch, but who cares? It's a basic land, plains, love it. Keen Guildmaster, Village Rites, Portcullis Vine, Defender, sacrifice a creature with Defender, draw a card. 1 mana, 0/3, not bad. Legion's Judgment, destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. Bone Pit Brute, Valdalian Arcanist, add. That's a colorless mana if I remember correctly, right? Spend this mana only to cast an instant or sorcery spell. I don't know why they don't just use 1 in this case. I really have no idea. Frost Breath. If anyone knows, please let me know. They must have had their reasons for that. Lifelink. An anointed chorister gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Wow. For 1 mana, that's pretty awesome. Scorching Dragonfire deals 3 damage to target creature or planeswalker. If that creature or planeswalker would die this turn, exile it instead. Garruk's Gorehorn. Sorry. Unsubstantiate. Return target spell or creature to its owner's hand. Lore Scale Quattle. Whenever you draw a card, put a 1/1 counter on Lore Scale Quattle. Whenever you draw a card! It's part blue, so of course you're gonna draw cards. Holy hell. Skyway Sniper. Reach. This creature can block. Yeah, what? Skyway Sniper deals 1 damage to target creature with flying. And Subira. Tulsidi Caravana. Haste. Another target creature with power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. Nice. Discard your hand. Until end of turn, whenever a creature you control with power 2 or less deals combat damage to player, draw a card. Huh. Theoretically, I don't know, like I won't have any answer in this, but theoretically, you use this ability, another target creature with power, like let's say on this one. So you use this and say this one cannot be blocked this turn. Power 2 or less. If you boost it afterwards, like +10/+10, I don't care. It would not be in these, like it would not be a creature with power 2 or less, but this creature would already have the ability of not being blocked this turn. Or would that negate it? I don't know. Would be interesting to know. Wait, are we... Oh! Oh, we're done with the core set. I thought we had one more. So now on to some special cards, or more special cards. Core set 2020. They actually went with the pretty much the cheapest route. Like core sets are basically only reprints from other sets, so they are never worth too much. Which, like I said, I don't care too much about the worth of a card. I'm sorry. Here is the land card. Unholy Indulgence. No, Indenture, sorry. Enchant Creature. When enchanted creature dies, return that card to the battlefield under your control with a 1/1 counter on it. Ooh! Steadfast Sentry, Vigilance. When Steadfast Sentry dies, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Act of Treason, gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature, it gains haste until end of turn. The usual. Agonizing Siphon. Agonizing Siphon deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. Awesome. Vial of Dragonfire, looking great. Sacrifice Vial of Dragonfire, deals 2 damage to target creature. Costs 2 to play, costs 2 to sacrifice for 2 damage. I don't know, there are better things for that cost. Though it is an artifact, so it counts towards other cards that play off artifacts. 3/5, Reach, Mammoth Spider. Love it. Pack Mastiff. Each Creature you control named Packmastiff gets +1/+0 until end of turn. Awesome. Negate. Counter target non-creature spell. Plummet. Destroy target creature with flying. Season of Growth. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, scry 1. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control, draw a card. Huh. Ogre Siegebreaker. Destroy target creature that was dealt damage this turn. Wow. Brineborn Cutthroat. Flash, and whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, put a 1/1 counter on Brineborn Cutthroat. Chandra! Acolyte of Flame. It's Chandra Nalar. I said it before, I hate Planeswalkers in a game sense, but I love Planeswalkers. I love their lore and all. I've read some books, I've read one about her, and it's awesome. Put a loyalty counter on each red Planeswalker you control. Create 2 1/1 red elemental creature tokens. They gain haste. Sacrifice them at the beginning of next end step. You may cast target instant or sorcery card with converted mana cost 3 or less from your graveyard. If that card would be put in your graveyard this turn, exile it instead. Huh. And Sky Knight Vanguard. Flying. Whenever Sky Knight Vanguard attacks, create a 1/1 white soldier creature token that's tapped and attacking. Ha! Okay, that is awesome. That is actually a really cool card. Like, it is already attack. You attack with this and you automatically attack with another creature that you just got out of thin air. And we got Chandra Nalar. That's awesome. I love her. And like I said, I absolutely love Planeswalker. My favorites being Garruk, because I just love green and he just embodies everything in Magic that is green. Like big creatures and trample and stuff like that. I love Chase Bellerin because like he's blue mind mage and I've read stories about him. And Tezzeret. Tezzeret is really cool. What was the book called? Agents of Artifice, I think. It's basically mostly a mind match between Tezzeret and Nicol Bolas, and that is awesome. Oh my goodness. Those are beautiful. I'm sure Magic the Gathering took quite a bit from Pokemon. Like, this is like a Pokemon energy card. And the full art cards, that's what Pokemon had since they introduced EX cards, I think. Whatever. Nyxborn Courser. Ichthyomorphosis. Okay, got it. Enchanted creature. Enchanted creature loses all abilities and is a blue fish with base power and toughness 0/1. Beautiful. Wrap in Flames. Wrap in Flames deals 1 damage to each of up to 3 target creatures. Those creatures can't block this turn. Oh. Glory Bearers. Whenever another creature you control attacks, it gets +0/+1 until end of turn. Scholar Grove Dancer. Whenever a land card is put into your graveyard from anywhere, you gain 1 life. Put the top card of your library into your graveyard. Soul Reaper of Mogis. Sacrifice a creature, draw a card. Inspire Awe. Prevent all combat damage. Yeah, of course. Combat damage that would be dealt this turn, except combat damage that would be dealt by enchanted creature and enchantment creatures. Scry 2. Interesting. Final Death. Exile target creature. Awesome. Altar of Pantheon. Your devotion to each color and each combination of colors is increased by 1. Add 1 mana of any color if you control a god, a demigod, or a legendary enchantment, you gain 1 life. Interesting. Omen of the Forge. He's like, here, have fire. Flash. When Omen of the Forge enters the battlefield, it deals 2 damage to any target. Sacrifice Omen of Forge. Scry 2. Varika's Spawn. Escape. Exile 3 cards from a graveyard. You may cast this card from a graveyard for its escape cost. Okay. Varika's Spawn enters with 2 escapes with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. When it enters the battlefield this way, each opponent sacrifices a non-Gorgon creature. Wow. Sea God Scorn. Return up to 3 target creatures and or enchantments to their owner's hands. The Birth of Meletis. As this saga enters, and after your draw step, add a lore counter. Sacrifice after 3. So, It enters, you get 1 lore counter on it. Search your library for a basic plains card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. After your next draw step, create a 0/4 colorless wall artifact creature token with defender, and after next, you gain 2 life, and this thing gets sacrificed. And Mantle of the Wolf, enchant creature. Enchanted creature gets +4/+4. When Mantle of the Wolf is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create 2/2/2 green wolf creature tokens. Damn! I like it. I like it. I love pumping up my own creatures. Oh my goodness, we're already at 45 minutes. But we're down to 2 packs, so we're about to be done. We got an imp, no, a devil. And an island. Crush Descent. Counter target spell unless its controller pays 2, and amass. Put 2 1/1 counters on an army you control. If you don't control one, create a 0/0 black zombie army creature token first. I have no idea what an army is in this case. Chain Whip Cyclops. Target creature can't block this turn. Theros Light Shield. When Theros Light Shield enters the battlefield, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. No escape. Counter target creature or planeswalker spell. If that spell is countered this way, exile it instead of putting it into its owner's graveyard. Scry 1. Amazing. Vampire Opportunist. Each opponent loses 2 life and you gain 2 life. 7 mana, but still. Steady Aim. Untap target creature. It gets +1/+4 and gains reach until end of turn. Gateway Plaza. Gateway Plaza enters the battlefield tapped. Sacrifice it unless you pay 1 and add 1 mana of any color. Tamiyo's Epiphany. Scry 4, then draw 2 cards. Ooh. Trusted Pegasus. Whenever Trusted Pegasus attacks, target attacking creature without flying gains flying until end of turn. Banehound. Lifelink, haste. 1/1 lifelink haste. Damn! Bond of Passion. Gain control of target creature until end of turn. Untap that creature, it gains haste. Bond of Passion deals 2 damage to any other target. Invade the city. Amass X, where X is the number of instant and sorcerer cards in your graveyard. Put those amounts of counters on an army, and if you don't have one, you create one first. And damn! Rask, it's a planeswalker, but it's not even a rare. Raska Swarm's Eminence. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch deals damage to a player or planeswalker, put a 1/1 counter on that creature. Create a 1/1 black assassin creature token with Death Touch, and whenever this creature deals damage to a planeswalker, destroy that planeswalker. Awesome! And you know what? I'm gonna leave that anyway, even if it's non-foil and not rare, because it's a planeswalker. Narset's Reversal. Copy target instant or sorcery spell, then return it to its owner's hand. You may choose new targets for that copy. Oh, that's awesome! Like the enemy is like, oh, I'm gonna destroy all your creatures. You're like, no, you. I like that. I like that. I mean, the opponent gets it back on their hand, so it's not gone forever, but it's gone. I mean, if it's something like discard your hand or discard 3 cards from your hand or whatever, then that's great. All right, we got nothing, and this should be a land. Yeah. Now, Throne of Eldraine, which is pretty much my favorite set yet. Lonesome Unicorn, Vigilance, or create a 2/2 White Knight creature token with Vigilance. Witching Well, 7 Dwarfs. I'm gonna go over them because I've already opened quite a lot of them. You may sacrifice your food. If you do, target creature gets +5/+5 until end of turn. Otherwise, that creature gets +3/+3 until end of turn. Further Monitor, Garen Brick Paladin, Dwarven Mine, Weapon Rack. I've got all of them so far, so I'm just gonna go over them. Oakheim Ranger, Falmar Knight, and nope, Redcap Melee, and Stormfist Crusader. Menace. Oh, that's great. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card and loses 1 life. Oh yeah, I got that one already. It's I wouldn't call it high risk, high reward, but it is risk and reward. Because it's you do the same at the beginning of your upkeep. Each player draws a card and loses 1 life. Anyway, that was quite a lot. Now I'm gonna do one thing that I have dreaded but also looked forward to. I'm gonna go and categorize my whole Magic collection so far. That's gonna take a while. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'm the Renegade Cactus and I gotta run. Bye bye.